Hello YouTubers, this is Len Mooney here again, and this time I'm just going to pretty much show some, not all, but some of the games, mostly the ones that are PS2, one PS3, one PS4, and 2 DS games. One DS, one 3DS game, sorry, that I got recently, kind of, ish, within the last couple of months, I think, or at least a month. Some of them I got for a really good price. Some of them I honestly have not played yet, but I will be getting to them eventually in the future. Got this game for PlayStation 4. It is called The Last Guardian. I found it at the pawn shop and for $14.99, so I decided to get this one. And I need to check out these games too. This is from the makers of Ico and the Shadow of the Colossus, because I have never played those two games before, honestly. So I'll have to definitely check those out. But I think Ico and the Shadow of Colossus were originally on PlayStation 3, to my knowledge. And then Shadow of Colossus, I think, yeah, recently got a PS4 remake. But I have heard that this has a really great moving story to it, and I can't wait to get to play it in the future. Another game that I saw was Time and Eternity for PlayStation 3. Good old-fashioned JRPG. GameStop and other places wanted $10 for it, and at a pawn shop I found it for $5. Original artwork for it, booklet, great condition, so for $5 out of 10, I think that was a pretty decent price for it. I wonder, have any of you guys ever played Time and Eternity, and if so, what are your thoughts on it, in your opinion, as a JRPG in a whole, mechanics-wise, story-wise? I'm just curious. This one I had seen before at a GameStop, but whenever I tried to get one sent to me, I ended up getting the Chocobo Tales for the Wii, but the one that I wanted for the DS, or is it called Chocobo Tales or Chocobo's Dungeon? Yeah, I think it was Dungeon for the Wii. But I wanted to get the one Chocobo Tales for the DS, but I never got it, and I found this at my local game exchange, and they wanted $10 for this, so I got this with the original case. Well, not really original case, original artwork, art booklet, and of course the game on the inside. I haven't played this one yet, but I couldn't pass this one up because it looked very interesting when looking at it, when I had looked at it before previously. Now this game I have played a few hours on it, and this is for, I have the original case, but I never got the game for it, so then I just added the game with it. This is Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright for the 3DS. And I've already gone through it. It kind of, in the beginning it mashes it where it's like play as Professor Layton and then switch over to Phoenix Wright. But I'm really enjoying the different type of mechanics used for both of them, because I'm more familiar, honestly, with playing the Professor Layton games than I am the Phoenix Wright, since I've played a little bit of one for the DS. But so far, it's lots of fun. And this is what the cartridge looks like. Now, the next game is kind of a funny combination. This is a PlayStation 2 game that I've gotten, I think, to level 4. I honestly don't know how many levels this game has. I'll need to double check. But this is just a straight up fun shooter game. It is called the Castle of the, I don't know what it is, Castle Shikigami 2. I don't know why I want to add the word the or of in between the title for some weird reason. And they also made one for the Wii system as well. But if you love shooter type of space type games, this is a really great one. You can choose between different characters that you kind of see some of them here, and they have their own special unique powers, and kind of like a super attack also that you can use on your enemies as well. I'm trying to remember how many lives you get in the game, because I think you can be able to actually change it in the settings if you want to. You can change the difficulty for it. You can have them talk in the game, which in this I honestly wouldn't recommend. It's kind of funny. The English audio for this game is just laughably bad, in my honest opinion and personal opinion. Honestly, it's so bad that it's funny. Some of the words that the characters say to the enemies or back and forth wise, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what happened from the Japanese to English translation for this game, but if you want a good laugh, then you can give it a go and listen to it, or check online to see Castle Shikigami 2 and see someone playing through it and listen to the English audio. But it's pretty bad for that. But the actual game itself, game mechanics wise, is really, really good. But yeah. Let's see. I can't remember if I showed you guys this one or not. Played a little bit of it. Beat 'em up game. The Bouncer. And I think for most of the other ones, I've played a bit of Mana Khemia, Alchemist of Alrevas. I played a bit of that one. The only ones that I haven't are the last 3. But I can at least show you what they look like. In The Bouncer, I originally played this, I would like to say over 5 or 6 years ago. And I don't know, I think I lost my original copy somewhere, and then I found this again for dirt cheap at Game Exchange, and so I got it. The Mana Khemia game was given to me by my boyfriend, and I originally played this too. It was back in the day where Game Crazy was still around. I don't know actually how many Game Crazy stores existed a couple years back, but it was back then when also Blockbuster existed in my area when I played this game. And I think I was either renting it or playing it maybe at a friend's copy or something, and then I tried playing the PSP version of the game, which was a bad mistake. The load times on the game are horrendous, to the point where if you're going from a classroom and going into the hallway, there's a load time for that, and it's not just a little, it's not like I'm nitpicking it, it's just that it's just really bad to the point where it would get on your nerves after a certain period of time very quickly. But the PS2 game is great, and I think there should be a second game of this as well, but I've never personally played it. The opening theme song for this game is great, and the characters are just so funny. Most of the times whenever I play JRPGs, it's going to be for the combat system, of course, and also the story behind it is pretty much why I think people play JRPGs, or at least those are maybe one of the 2 things that person would like to play it. This one's caught my eye before, so I grabbed it. There's a second one on the PS2, and then there's like a third one on the PlayStation 3. Air Tonalico, Melody of Elimia. Probably butchered that up. Sorry. I will be playing this shortly, as soon as I play the other ones. The other games. And this one, I got for really cheap, and I know that they had it before on PlayStation 1, and I think RPG Maker 2 was on PS2, or maybe that was on PS1 as well. But I think it was for $10, so I grabbed this. And this one. And I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Maybe I can. Radiata Stories? I don't know. I was reading the back of it and it piqued my interest, and so that's why I grabbed it. Most of the games that I play, I'll probably play maybe 3 or 4 games kind of simultaneously and kind of move with that slowly but surely. So 19 hours on the Radiant Historia, and I'm playing a rhythm game, and it's not Project Diva, and it's not Persona Dancing All Night. It's going to be the next video right after I make this one, and I'll tell you guys what that is in the next video. So please stay tuned for that. But I've been playing that other game for a good couple of hours as well, and most of my time has been between that JRPG rhythm game, Splatoon 2. There's going to be a Splatfest soon that's going to happen, I think this Friday and Saturday, which is chicken versus the egg, like which came first, the chicken or the egg kind of thing, and you needed to choose which team you're going to be on. But yeah, I'll talk about that more in a different video as well. Yeah, I kind of have like 3 or 4 games that I'm playing right now, and until I'm done with those, or at least a good amount for the rhythm portion and stuff, then I'll start switching it up with something else that I'll play. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my rambling, and if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I appreciate it. This is Len Mooney signing out. Bye bye.